Hi, my name's Professor Silver, and in today's class, I'll be tackling the history of Iris's Haxorus, detailing his journey from a weak little Axew into a champion's ace worthy of fighting Cynthia's Garchomp. This video is sponsored by Likewise Arcade. Their platform has many awesome games, but the newest, Flick Talk, is perfect for those that especially love trivia. The game's goal is to guess the name of a film or show based on a single image. A new picture appears every time you guess wrong, but you only get 6 tries per day. What I like most about the game is that it reminds me of everything I need to watch and rewatch. That it resets every day with a new movie and show is great as well, as it makes every day a new challenge. If you want to see why Flick Talk is all the rage, click the first link in the description. Like many of his kind, Axew was born in the Village of Dragons. In the Bloom is on Axew, Iris revealed that she got him from her village elder only a few days after he hatched. Initially, she believed the elder only did so as it was a rite of passage for villagers to raise Axew into Haxorus. That all changed in Drayden vs. Iris Past, Present, and Future, however, when she learned that the task was also intended as training for the day that she took over ownership of the Opelousas Gym. Soon after Iris got Axew, the Elder ordered her to go on a journey. The journey's purpose was for Iris to understand the dragon type's heart and inch ever closer towards her goal of becoming a Dragon Master. Not long after their adventure began, Iris and Axew debuted in the Shadow of Zekrom. Together, they met Ash and entered Iris and Axew. The meeting resulted not only in a friendly rivalry, but also a lifelong friendship. Thereafter, Iris became one of Ash's most legendary companions. While Iris traveled with Ash and later Cylon, Axew would walk by her side or sit within her hair. In Triple Leader's Team Threats, Cylon said that he and Iris were perfectly compatible. Like Pikachu, he never went in his Pokeball. Character-wise, Axew was friendly, empathetic, and entirely naive. Coupled with his rare dragon typing, it's possible that these traits are the reason that he found himself often plagued by Team Rocket. Unfortunately, he initially struggled against them as he debuted as a weakling. Because of that and the fact that Axew dreamed of evolution in Dreams by the Yardful, Iris started his training in the Bloom is on Axew. He had ample ambition, but was no match for Pansage. No matter how much Cylon's Ace lowered his move's power, Axew incurred major injury. The battle wasn't for nothing, however, as Axew closed it out by revealing Dragon Rage. Comedically, he had no control over the move, making it more akin to a sneeze. The sneeze packed a major bang, but wasn't enough to beat a wild Scolipede when Axew fell into its horns. Instead, all the attack did was alert Iris to his location and accelerate his rescue. Axew's screen time in Black and White can largely be defined by his causing of calamity and his getting safe from trouble. In the Sandile Gusher of Change, for instance, Iris rescued him from Sandile. Another set of examples can be found in the rematch at the Nakreen Gym. During the episode itself, he hurt himself on a treadmill, messed with a computer, and nearly killed Ash. Due to Axew's clumsy nature, he nearly broke Scraggy's egg, and Scraggy hatched to be wild. Luckily, Scraggy hatched anyway and was free to assume position as his little brother. The two became great sparring partners, as they had near equal power levels. In their first fight, for example, Axew withstood Leer, tanked Headbutt, used Scratch, and produced a double knockout. Throughout the rest of the series, Axew and Scraggy would often be seen training with each other. In Dancing with the Ducklet Trio during the second of their many battles, Axew blundered Dragon Rage. Despite failing to use Dragon Rage against Scraggy, Iris saw its mastery as a huge step towards Axew's growth. Even after the Pokemon failed again in its usage in a Venipede Stampede, Iris never gave up. In Dragon Master's Path, Iris again had him use it while sparring with Scraggy. Though the attack failed then and there, Axew mastered it by episode's end in order to save the day and rescue Iris. With Dragon Rage in his arsenal, Axew became a far more capable battler. Due to the move's inclusion, he had no issue beating Scraggy or teaching Cottony Energy Ball in a Cottony in Love. The move also came in handy in a UFO for Elegum, when Axew used it to clobber Yamask. Besides being helpful in battle, Dragon Rage also made for great utility support. Using the attack, Axew produced a movie in Movie Time Zorua and the Legend of the Pokemon Knight, propelled a train in Battle for the Underground, and subdued a Dano in The Lonely Dano. Dragon Rage made Axew tough, but not invincible. In Iris and Excadrill against the Dragon Buster, George's Beartic still beat him using Slash, Icicle Crash, and Ice Beam. The loss showed that he still had a long way to go before he could achieve true greatness. That being said, the loss was to be expected, as only a few episodes prior in Ash and Trip's third battle, Axew had revealed a fear of ice types. Opposite Luke's Golett in the club battle finale, A Hero's Outcome, Axew fared far better. Golett used Mega Punch, Double Team, and Gyro Ball, but Axew leveled up and won with Outrage. Further evidence of Axew's strength can be found in stopping the Rage of Legends. During the two-parter, he stalled Thundurus and hit a helicopter. Though a bit less impressive, he also hurt Woobat and Meloetta in the Undersea Temple, and blocked Air Slash in the Pokemon Harbor Patrol. The ultimate showing of Axew's strength in his base form can be found in All for the Love of Meloetta. The episode featured a battle between himself and Sinnoh champion Cynthia's Garchomp. While Scratch and Dragon Rage caused little injury, Axew showed great promise by surviving Dragon Rush, weathering Draco Meteor, and retaliating with an explosive Giga Impact. Garchomp ended the battle thereafter by using Brick Break, but Cynthia was so impressed with Axew's performance that she thought Iris was well on her way to becoming a Dragon Master. As Axew's power grew, so too did Scraggy's might. Scraggy became so strong in his own right that he even drew with Axew in Scraggy and the demanding Gothita. As a result of their training, Axew and Scraggy developed a fear of losing each other. When Gothita tried to kidnap Scraggy, Axew responded with total fear. Oftentimes when Scraggy battled, Axew watched in awe. The dragon was inspired to get stronger after watching Scraggy fight in both the Clubsplosion Begins and Caution Icy battle conditions. Their brotherly bond sometimes resulted in fights like that of which was shown in battling the Leaf Thieves, but when push came to shove, they truly loved each other. The only individual that seemed to love Axew more than Scraggy was Iris herself. Iris felt such a strong kinship for the Pokemon that the idea of never seeing him again fueled her tears in an epic defense force. Because of their powerful bond, Axew and Iris made for a perfect team at the Wishing Bell Festival in climbing the Tower of Success. Although they lost the competition to Stefan and Sock, their efforts to win were both hilarious and adorable. Beyond Iris and Scraggy, Axew also loved Pikachu, Emolga, and the gang's other Pokemon. His childlike wonder earned him Emolga's affection in Emolga the Irresistible and Emolga and the New Volt Switch. Axew's friends often looked out for him, but he just as often returned the favor. In baffling the Bouffalant, for instance, he eased a fight between Oshawott and Tepig. By the time that Axew and Iris returned to the Village of Dragons in a village homecoming, they had become a formidable team worthy of the Elder's praise. Not only was the Elder impressed at Axew's growth, but she was also blown away by his ability to help Iris corral a Hydreigon. Axew missed out on the battle with Drayden in Drayden vs. Iris past, present, and future, but took center stage at the Unova League after getting lost and lost at the league. The episode revolved mostly around Axew missing Iris and acting like a baby in need of rescue. It served as a stark reminder that for all his progress, he still had much to learn before earning powerhouse status. Throughout the Decalore saga, Axew made great strides towards getting stronger. He protected Iris from Team Plasma and Team Plasma's Pokemon Power Plot, heroically sacrificed himself against Teague's Vanillite and Silent in the case of the Purloined Witness, and battled Team Rocket in searching for a wish. Axew also protected Eevee and Mystery on a deserted island, and rescued Scraggy when Team Rocket tried to steal him in The Path That Leads to Goodbye. While his growing power was obvious, his silly antics were on display all throughout the saga. As examples, he foolishly played on technical equipment in There's a New Gym Leader on Town, shocked himself with Tripwire in The Lights of Flacessi Ranch, got in trouble with Meowth, Remoraid, and Victory Bell in Danger Sweet as Honey, and caused a scuffle between Iris and Emolga in Team Rocket's shocking new recruit. Despite all that, however, Axew matured tremendously during Iris's journey with Ash. During The Path That Leads to Goodbye, for example, he proved this by saving Scraggy and reuniting Iris with Ash. When it came time for Iris to say her goodbyes and best wishes until we meet again, Axew handled separation from his friends infinitely better than Piplup and Dedenne. He likely did so as he knew that the only way for him and Iris to achieve their dreams was to forge their own path. In the Black and White special, they made progress towards their goal by venturing to Johto, catching Gible, and following Rayquaza to new adventures. While much of Iris's history thereafter is still unknown, we do know that Axew evolved into Haxorus and won Iris the title of Unova Champion. It's unconfirmed if he fought in any gym battles or leagues, but based on his showing in Pokemon Journeys, it's hard to imagine that he lost a single battle in pursuit of Iris's title. Prior to Iris's return in the Journeys episode Thrash of the Titans, she and Haxorus made their way into the great class of the World Coronation Series. Upon reaching the class's upper ranks, Iris summoned Ash to the Opelucid Gym so that she could battle him in an epic showdown. Throughout the battle, Haxorus proved that he had totally surpassed Excadrill, Emolga, and Dragonite in power. He first defeated Dracovish using Dragon Pulse and Psycho Cut. In his second matchup, he started off by doing ample damage to Ash's Dragonite. To do so, he activated Outrage, alleviated his confusion by hitting his head, used Breaking Swipe, let loose Psycho Cut, and fired off Dragon Pulse. Unfortunately, Dragonite blocked his final blast with Hurricane and won out with Draco Meteor. Had Iris not told Dragonite to have fun, it's likely Haxorus would have won in its stead. In spite of the disappointing outcome, Iris and Haxorus held strong after the battle and dedicated themselves to rising through the ranks of the Ultra class. Eventually, they reached the Masters 8. During the competition's first round, they again found themselves menaced by Cynthia. Showing incredible valor, Haxorus beat Milotic by vanquishing Disarming Voice, tearing through Hydro Pump, and landing Breaking Swipe. His second and final opponent of the battle was Cynthia's Garchomp. Garchomp attacked him with Draco Meteor, but he broke through the move with Outrage, landed many blows, and removed his confusion. His power was so undeniable that Cynthia then activated Garchomp's Mega Form. Haxorus fended off the Mega's Dragon Claw, tore through her defenses, landed Dragon Pulse, drew on Iris's energy, and let off one final blast, but ultimately fell to Draco Meteor. In spite of losing Iris the Masters 8, Haxorus validated her dream of becoming a Dragon Master by showing that she was almost as strong as Sinnoh's best champion. His awesome performance also proved that Iris had lived up to the Elder's expectations and produced one of the finest aces that the Pokemon world had ever seen. On that, let's get to Haxorus' battle record. Haxorus beat Axew Scraggy, Luke's Golett, Ash's Dracovish, and Cynthia's Milotic. He lost to George's Beartic, Ash's Dragonite, and Cynthia's Mega Garchomp. His only ties were with Ash's Scraggy. Move-wise, Haxorus used Breaking Swipe, Dragon Rage, Dragon Pulse, Giga Impact, Outrage, Psycho Cut, and Scratch. Haxorus' immense power proves that Iris is Ash's strongest companion. Although I wish he would have displayed more of his childlike charm during the Masters 8 and reconnected with Scraggy, I'm immensely satisfied with how his evolution adds to Iris' narrative journey. Because of his exceptional power against Mega Garchomp, all of my previous qualms about Iris being champion have totally been erased. In a perfect anime, he would return to show that his power is complemented by an equally impressive personality. And with that, class is adjourned. I want to extend my deepest thanks to Likewise Arcade and the channel's patrons for their support. If you'd like to support the channel as well, make sure to join the Patreon, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're never late. Until next time, catch you later.